McDonald's are releasing the Shamrock Milkshake again. And if you don't know what that is a very special kind of milkshake that they released, I think back in the 60s originally, or 69, something like that. It's a vanilla ice cream with a touch of mint flavouring and made green. Most people go wrong making this with actual mint ice cream, and that's where the problem is. It's not, it's vanilla ice cream, but just with a little bit of mint on top. So we're actually going to create the milkshake and the other one that they're releasing, which is the Shamrock Oreo McFlurry. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, but you'll be able to make the milkshake even if you don't have an ice cream maker. The actual McFlurry might be a bit harder because it's a soft serve, so you're not going to really be able to create that as using a non-churn ice cream. I mean, you could try, it would probably taste okay, but you know, if you've got an ice cream machine, it would just make life much easier. So we're going to jump right in and make the milkshake ice cream first, and then when that's done, we're going to stick it in the freezer and go on to the next one. So stick around. And as I said, most people go wrong when trying to recreate this. They use a mint ice cream, and that really does give you a totally different flavour. McDonald's, it's a vanilla ice cream with a little bit of mint and then the green colouring. So to make this, combine your milk and your sugar into a bowl and give it a really good whisk. You want that sugar to dissolve, and then at that point add your skim milk powder and put it in the fridge. If you've seen some of my videos before, you know I love skim milk powder, so it's the same kind of process. Leave it in there for 20 minutes, take it out and then give it another good stir. At that point, add your cream and your vanilla. So in this case, it's 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Give it a quick taste test and then add a touch of mint. And I mean, it's a touch. It's a 1/16 of a teaspoon, something like that. Once you've put that in, finally add the green colouring. Again, you can make it as bright or as dull green as you like. It's completely up to you. Give it one final stir and then pour it into your ice cream machine. This will take somewhere 20-25 minutes, you know, on the bigger machines, 15 minutes. Once it's ready, get it batched into your container and put it in your freezer. So now we're making the McFlurry ice cream. As I said, this is exactly the same as the milkshake ice cream, so I won't go through it all again. Sit back and enjoy a few seconds of music. So now it's 5 minutes-ish before the churning's done. We're going to add in our crushed Oreos. We're only going to put in about 75% of them. We want to leave some to the end to decorate. Once the churning's done, we're going to take the ice cream maker off the table and bring everything back and start loading it into the glass. Right, so before we get the milkshake ice cream out of the freezer, we're going to load up the cream whipper because we're going to need to use that after. So we'll just do that now and then we'll probably put it back in the fridge just for 5 minutes while we get everything else ready. So this is the ice cream that we made earlier. Been in the freezer for a good few hours. We're gonna get this into the blender and make the milkshake. Okay, now this is ready to go into our glass. Let me try and remove this first. Right, so that's the milkshake almost done. We need to do the cream. We're going to get the ice cream straight out of the freezer now. It's been in there for about 3 minutes whilst we do this. And get the McFlurry into the glass. Okay, we've got everything here, I think, to do this. Obviously that's our milkshake waiting for the cream. We've got our McFlurry, if you will. It's sat in here. Let's load this into the glass. I mean, it instantly looks much better than the McDonald's McFlurries. They're horrendous. I don't even know if you can really call that ice cream. It's just, I don't know, semi-frozen cream. It's not particularly pleasant. It has no flavour. You know how that works. But obviously this Shamrock version has a slightly stronger vanilla flavour and that mint there as well. So there we go, put that out of the way, give that to my wife, there you go. And just top this one off, I'm going to sprinkle on some of the last little bits of Oreo. Right, let's just top this up with cream. Like that. And there we go. The Shamrock Milkshake and Shamrock Oreo McFlurry from McDonald's. Quite stressful to get all these done and all sat here looking like this at the same time, got to admit. Hence why we're in the kitchen doing this rather than in our normal place. But there you go, a soft serve McFlurry with Oreo bits, mainly vanilla flavour with a little bit of mint in there. What does it taste like? Tastes identical to a McFlurry, but much better quality, much creamier. So you actually get flavour come through there, you get that vanilla come through, but you don't get the overpowering taste of mint. You just get a little bit, just enough to make it taste a little like mint. And I think that's the difference. If you were to make this with mint ice cream, that's all you get. You don't get any vanilla. But the Shamrock is a vanilla ice cream, so there's a big difference there. So that's really nice actually. It's been a while since I had one of these. It's been a while since anyone's been able to leave their home, so you know, why is that a shock? The Shamrock Milkshake. Like I said, it's the same ice cream essentially, just without the Oreos. What does this taste like? That's also really good. You actually lose a little bit. Obviously when you blend this up with milk, you lose a little bit of that flavour. So if I were to make this again, I'd probably put a little bit more of everything in. So harder on the vanilla, a little bit harder on the mint, but ultimately not too bad. So hopefully you can try these at home. You can get that Shamrock flavour that everyone seems to love. Let me know how it goes if you do make these. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The next video is gonna be a vegan one. So we're gonna try and recreate Jude's vegan chocolate brownie ice cream. So hopefully you'll join us for that one. Thanks very much. See you next time.